And welcome back, folks. This incursion in the Russian region of Kursk is just one of many NATO operations of probing Russia. All these so-called drones which are attacking Russia in the last year or so is not just to destroy them, even the surveillance drones which pick up all the intel fed back to NATO, and it could be NATO is planning a decapitation strike on Russia through their proxies, Ukrainians. And this is a very, very dangerous situation because the Russians know that NATO is doing this through their proxies, and therefore they changed their nuclear doctrine, lowered the so-called motive to use nuclear weapons, probably when it comes for an explosion inside Russia being attacked by foreign forces, or when the Russians have reason to believe the leader was killed by the West, or the fate of Russia, the destiny of Russia, is so jeopardized, so compromised, they'll risk everything for everything. And the thing is, this mutual destruction thing, mad, had worked for some years. That means no one wins, totally destroyed. And it's very dangerous the West are daring, because the fact we have psychopaths in NATO and running Western governments. You've seen them on the news. People got to get ready for war with Russia, introduction of draft military service and all that shit. But they've been quiet. The problem is people do not pay attention to these things. I've got reason to believe we're a lot more nearer to a nuclear war than we ever did in the last 80 years. This situation is more delicate and more fragile than the human crisis. And we don't know what DEFCON the West and Europe is. Because obviously they can send in their drones to spy over Crimea and Russia airspace. But there was news near Estonia, one of those big one of those American drones. The Russians seen how they made it go off course, and they never crashed it. They probably landed in a secret place, like the Iranians did 10 years ago. Because there was an American drone, those $40 million ones, they managed to land it because it was invading Iranian airspace. No microjam, it took over and they landed. That's how the Iranians developed their own drone technology, retro studying. Take the damn old thing to pieces, see how it works, and use the resources, what they got, and those suppliers which are they have, like China, it could be Russia, and share this technology. Because the intel which whether China or Russia does, they pass it along their members. They know the weak spots of the Americans and the West, and they know where to hit. And all these hacking things which are going on in America and Europe been blocked. They could be behind it. Russians, the Chinese, Iranians, or not even the North Korean, or some other foreign actor in this scenario. God knows if the West is crazy enough to go into Russia and bomb it, because they will respond by launching all the nuclear missiles which got available, ready for launch, and the rest is on automatic launch. When those things are on automatic launch, you can't switch them off. When they launch, they just hit the target.